Hello everybody, my name is Johan Farley and I just wanted to talk a little bit about the channel and where I plan on going from here. So as any of you know who used to watch my videos, I stopped making content a while ago. That was mostly due to the fact that I was going into more intensive programs in college. I was working towards my bachelor's degree, but I graduated last year, spent the last year and a bit trying to find a job so I could get out of my minimum wage slog. And now I have that job and I'm fairly secure with where I am right now. Not financially, but at least time-wise. And I had bought a brand new mic before I had finished making videos for a while, and I would really love an opportunity to be able to use it because I spent money on it. And I also really just wanted to get back into doing this again because I really enjoyed when I used to make videos. It was always a nice creative outlet for me, and I definitely think I've gotten a lot better at talking and just being able to fill space. And there's definitely a bunch of new games that I'm interested in playing for you guys, and just a bunch of games that I've played in the past that I'd love to make a video on that I never knew how to make into content. So hopefully I will be able to get doing this very shortly. And to any of you who are seeing this that totally forgot that I existed, hello. I think I'm back. Maybe I'm going to try my best, and hopefully it'll amount to something. But we will see. So anybody who watches this video, you don't have to even be subscribed to me, but anyone who's possibly subscribed or just happens to see this video for whatever reason, and there's something that you want to see me play, something you want me to try, whether it be a game I've already played on the channel, or a new game, or just a game that you think of, do let me know in the comments down below. I will be coming back to this video periodically to see if anyone has come up with anything. I'm probably going to go with some classics to start off with, but we will see. I don't really know what direction I want to take this in, and I am just trying to do what's going to be the most interesting for everyone. I'm going through old comments on videos to see what people seem to like the most. Mountain Blade definitely seems to be on there. I'm excitedly waiting for Mountain Blade Bannerlord to come out. When that does come out, I do want to play that on the channel because, as any of you know who have been around for a long time, I absolutely adore Mountain Blade. I think it's an amazing game that just needed some fleshing out, and I definitely think that's what they're taking the opportunity to do with this one, because they've been taking so long to make it that I can't imagine they're going to do a bad job. They really seem to be flushing out all of the bugs that I had a problem with in this game, and hopefully with the way that modding communities are these days compared to what they were 5, 6, 7 years ago, when the warband modding scene was really going strong, we're hoping to probably see some interesting mods from this. I definitely think I want to do possibly a lot more Paradox content, especially since the last time I did videos. I've really been playing a lot of Europa. I mean, I know some of you guys who have been around for a while know that I used to play Europa a lot. That never stopped. I did stop playing Civilization as much, just because without mods it can get very boring, and with mods it can get very glitchy. Not so much with Civilization 6. Definitely with Civ 5. Civ 5 is still my favorite of the two for many reasons. Modders have seemed to have fixed most of the things that I didn't like about Civ 6, but it's never going to be the same. I love the scale of Civ 5, and Civ 6 did add a lot of great stuff, but I think 5 will definitely always be my favorite of the two. But as far as Paradox games go, I obviously play Europa. I play Hearts of Iron 4. I might try and do some Hearts of Iron 4 alternate history games where, you know, I pick a nation and I try and go in a certain direction with it, you know, with the pure random focuses on, so all the other nations do whatever the heck they want. So, you know, Mussolini gets ousted in 1937 or something wild. So that way each game is different, but still from one specific point of view. So like a video on trying to reform the Austro-Hungarian Empire as Austria and seeing how that goes, and then doing a video follow-up on trying to form it as Hungary and seeing how that goes, or trying to reform the German Empire, but as a monarchy as opposed to as a fascist country. So there's plenty of ways we can go with that, and I'd love to see what you would think of that. I definitely got back into Hoi 4 after watching some of Drew Darnell's content. He's the kind of ridiculous that I wish I could just be. Like, he somehow manages to be absolutely ridiculous in everything that he does, but not over the top. Like, to me at least, it's fun and I enjoy it. But again, on that subject with Paradox games, I'd love to see what you guys think about doing. And I could even be doing more than one of those games at a time, because that's the beauty of multiple saves. I could be recording multiple of those series at a time and releasing them different days during the week. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about those. What could be anything that you would want to see from, Europa Universalis 4, Hearts of Iron 4. I have Victoria 2, Vicky 2, whatever you want to call it. That's a much harder game to play because it's so much older. And it's harder to record. I know people do it, but it's just a little harder because of the age of the game. And it's also not... It's a lot harder to play because there's so much more that's going on than, say, Europa or Hearts of Iron. As far as like complexity of Paradox games, Europa Universalis is definitely the easiest. Hearts of Iron 4 is a little harder than that. Crusader Kings is much harder than that. And then Victoria is way on the other end of the scale. There is so much micromanaging to do. I mean, you're micromanaging technology, political parties, election, you are micromanaging down to like, you see a penny on the ground, what are the political implications of you picking that up, in an election year, like that kind of ridiculousness. So it's much harder of a game to play, and it's much harder of a game to record, so I don't know if I necessarily want to do that. But also I have CK2, so I have all 4 of those Paradox games that I mentioned. I am very excited about CK3 coming out. That one was actually a surprise. I really thought they were gonna announce a new Vicky game because that's kind of what everyone wanted, or honestly, with the way that they're working on the new expansion for Europa that's supposed to come out next year, I really thought they were going to be announcing like the early stages of a new Europa game, because it kind of sounds like this is going to be the last DLC and major update for the game, and they definitely have a long way they can go with that, but who knows. I know there's another secret project that they're working on that they haven't announced yet, so who knows what that's going to be. If it's not Vicky 2, they're probably going to have to deal with a couple upset fans, but I guess we'll find out. So any of those games I'd be more willing to do Europa or Hearts of Iron, because they are much easier to play and record, because I have the most experience with them, and it's gonna offer the most interesting gameplay, because I'm not just going to be trying to figure out how to play the game the whole time. With the Civilization games, I'd be willing to play those as well. They are definitely on the list just because I definitely know how to play them. I'd be willing to try out different mod packs. I know Civilization 5 has the Vox Populi mod and the slightly different community patch. That's kind of the same thing. It's the same mod, it's just slightly different. I'd be willing to do them. Those kind of mods can get very glitchy, and they can often make a save unusable after a while if not installed correctly, so it would definitely take a lot more time to do one of those series, but I can definitely do those if people want that. I can definitely do Mountain Blade. There are a lot of really interesting total conversion mods, or just mods in general for that, that could definitely make for some interesting playthroughs. and I think you guys would definitely enjoy what the modding community used to offer for those things. I mean, all those mods are out of date, but it can definitely be an interesting playthrough on those. Looking over here at my other playlist, let's see what else I've played. It's been so long I really don't remember. Just Europa, Blood and Steel. Those are really my only playlists. Well, let's see. What are all my created playlists? Let's see. There's Minecraft in here. I can do Minecraft if that's what people want. I know it's kind of going back down on that arch of excitement that it had a couple months ago. But I can play it. I have plenty of other games, so, you know, feel free to just suggest something that you think of. I have plenty of games that I can play. I mean, if I look at my Steam library right now, I have 129 games purchased. So, you know, there's plenty of stuff going on in here that it's really able to play to whoever I want. I have, you know, Civ 3, 4, 5, and 6, and Beyond Earth. I never played a lot of Beyond Earth. I didn't really like it. I've got Spore, if that's something you want to see. That one's definitely one that's going to be a lot harder because of how absolutely glitchy Spore has become on Windows 10. I've got things like Stranded Deep, I've got Stellaris, I've got the Stronghold games, I've got some Total War games. I have tabs if you want to see me go through campaigns on Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I can do that. I've got a couple Tropico games. I've got 3, 4, and 5. I haven't gotten around to buying 6 yet just because I do not have a whole lot of money right now. But I'm definitely looking to do that at some point, perhaps when Christmas money comes around. I've got Universe Sandbox if you want to watch me doing random stuff on there. Let's see. Mountain Blade, of course, as usual. I've got Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and 3 installed on my computer. So if that's something that somebody wants to watch, just me making a park, I can't guarantee it'll be the most interesting, but I can do my best. Let's see, what else do we have in here? I've got Imperator Rome. I haven't played a whole lot of it yet. It was a little more complicated than I was expecting, but if people want me to play it on the channel, I will play it on my own and learn it in order for that to happen, if that's something people want. I've got games like Big Pharma, if you want to see me doing a Big Pharma playthrough. They did announce a new expansion pack coming out soon, and I'm surprised at how well they've kept up with Big Pharma, because that came out a couple of years ago, and they've definitely been doing regular updates for that, which is good. I can play Big Pharma. What else do I have in here? Installed on my computer, I have Anno, which one is it? Anno, who are you? 1404 installed, with the Venice expansion pack, but with like an add-on mod that kind of like opens up a whole bunch of things. So I can play that as well. I should be able to record that without a lot of issue. Let's see. I've got Fallout games on here. I can certainly play Fallout games if you want. Maybe look at some mods. I've got FTL on here if that's something someone would want to see. I've got Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5 if people want me to play some things in there, maybe do some challenges. Game Dev Tycoon. I got House Flipper. I've got Just Cause 3. I intend on buying Just Cause 4 as well. I've got Kerbal Space Program installed. Well, not installed, but I can install it. And all sorts. So if there is a game that I've mentioned... Oh, and I also forgot to mention, since some people are really into it, I do have Transport Fever as well. Really enjoyed that game when it came out. Really fun and relaxing-ish to play. I might just do one of those anyway, but we'll see. And I think I forgot to mention City Skylines, which I actually still have installed. That's surprising. City Skylines as well. So if you want to see me like trying to be one of those YouTubers that builds really detailed cities, I can try my best. No promises, but I can certainly try my best. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that here. I just wanted to make a little update video for everyone to know that I am still alive and I still exist, and I do still have an interest in doing YouTube. And so hopefully I can get back into this. And for anyone who's going to ask about SimCity 4, SimCity 4 is a nightmare, but I do have it installed. I do have mods installed. It works fairly well. So if that is something people want to see, because I know there's still a big community around SimCity 4, if that is legitimately something people want to see, I can do it. It can happen. I still have it installed, and I can certainly try my best to do that. So just let me know what you guys want in the comments. I'm going to have a list of certain things that I'm going to want to do anyway. So, you know, we'll just have to see where this goes. But for right now, I am going to leave that here. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys later.